What's up guys, my name is Marcel Flores. Welcome back to my YouTube channel, One Dapper Street. As most of you guys may know, I have currently a broken collarbone, so one, if I move around a little weird, please disregard that. Two, I was out for a solid 2 weeks, which left me with a lot of time to reflect and to think. And today we're gonna look at 10 easy ways that you guys can be more successful in life right now without any money. Because while this channel is primarily about fashion, it's also about being the best version of yourself through fashion, embracing who you are, dressing the part, and then feeling great. Let's jump right in with step number 1, which is very simple. Don't be a dick. Whether that is online or offline, towards somebody you like or you dislike, you know or you don't know, whether you believe in karma or you don't, if you feel like being a dick, that means you have an issue. Somehow you feel like you need to pull other people down, on your level, below your level, and other people aside. That's not healthy for you. If you have that issue, let it go, work it out. Look at yourself first and don't assume it's everybody else's fault. Look at why you're getting so angry and work the issue out so you don't have to live with it for the rest of your life. And in the process of doing that, you don't burn any bridges, because here's the next thing. You never know who you're talking to. You never know who they are, how they're gonna come back into your life, who's watching you while you interact with anybody else. Don't burn any bridges, do yourself the favor and do everybody else the favor as well. Just don't be a dick. Number 2, plan. Planning is the best way to not procrastinate. And let's get one thing straight. Procrastination is not just not doing something instead of doing something. Procrastination is also doing things that are less important versus doing the things that actually get you closer to your life goals, to the things that you want to achieve. I personally am using a planner. It's called the productivity planner, where you literally write down the 5 things that you want to do that day, how long you think it's going to take, and write down what is the most important to you. Then you work through that and you test yourself how long it actually takes. That increases productivity because 1, you set yourself a time limit and you're like, okay, this is the time limit that I have to achieve this within. And 2, you actually work on the things that get you forward in life, that make you feel good about yourself. And that's just really, really important. In terms of planning and achieving your goals, it's also important to just start. Like with this video, for example, it was kind of overwhelming. I didn't know what I was gonna emphasize with this video, but I just sat down, I started writing, and eventually everything fell into place. Another easy way to tackle a bigger project is just breaking it down into smaller steps, more achievable, more tangible, so you know where you're going, and that's a great way to achieve your goals in the end, and that's the reason we should be planning in the first place. Number 3, meditate. The first physical thing that you can start doing, once again, doesn't cost a thing. It's a break away from everything. It's a break just for you, where you focus on your breath, where you focus on yourself. It has nothing to do, or not necessarily anyway, with taking your spirit to another dimension or anything. It's about training your focus muscle. Like, let's think of it, there's actually, like, in your brain, I've heard a scientist refer to it as a muscle that you train, and the more you train focusing, the more focused you'll stay throughout the day in any other task. And while we're on that topic, multitasking doesn't exist. The people that are good at multitasking are good at shifting back and forth between several tasks. Nobody's ever working on 2 things at the same exact time. Our brain just doesn't have the capacity of doing that, at least according to the research that I've read. The most productivity is achieved when you focus on one thing, so that's why I think meditation is a great habit to develop, a physical thing that you can start doing right now. Number 4 is waking up early and going to bed early. First thing I want to mention is I thought I was not a morning person. I always stayed up late. I was the most groggy person you ever met in the morning, regardless of coffee or whatnot, until I decided I wanted to be a morning person, and now I'm a morning person. I don't know about the science behind it, but I don't think there's natural, like, night owls and natural morning people. I think it's a lot about your attitude towards it. Now, why choose to wake up early in the morning, do a lot of work then versus doing it late at night? In both instances, people don't really bother you, but the difference to me is, 1, you wake up, you get, say, 4 hours of work done while everybody else is just getting to work, and that sense of accomplishment for the rest of your day is like a high that just keeps you going, keeps you motivated. 2, you get tired earlier at night. The biggest thing is shifting to waking up earlier in the morning is just going to bed when you're tired. It sounds very simple, but that's what helped me shift my rhythm. Don't stay up and watch another Netflix episode, because then you have like that second spark of energy. Don't stay on Instagram and look at memes. We all do it at times and it's fine. Don't be too harsh on yourself, but aim not to do that. Another benefit of going to bed early is just you'll naturally go out less, spend less money, and focus more of your time on actually achieving the things in life that make you feel fulfilled. So personally, I recommend just waking up earlier and getting it done in the morning and feeling accomplished for the rest of the day. Number 5, the third and most obvious physical thing that you can do is just be physically active. Not only does it make you look better, it makes you feel better, not only physically, but also psychologically. There's a lot of science behind that. It's a stress relief. It's kind of like meditation. If you haven't seen my workout video, I recommend you check that out right here, because I talk a little bit about finding a workout that works for you, so you actually have fun doing it and you don't have to torture yourself every time you go to the gym or wherever else you go to do your workout. Number 6 is spend money to make money, and in general, develop a more healthy attitude towards money. Of course, there's those people that don't have a roof over their head or don't have food on their table because they don't have the money, and that's actively stressful. But you watching this video likely means that you're not one of those people. A lot of us have a very stressful relationship with money, and it's all in our head, because really, if you spend your money wisely and like you spend it easily because you know you have to. We have to spend money to make more money, and you spend it on things that actively make you more money. So whether that's on improving yourself, like buying books, getting yourself that gym membership, or investing into a business versus going out and partying, versus not getting that tub of popcorn, versus eating healthy. There's ways to spend your money that will make you feel good about yourself in that moment and long term. So just let go a little bit. Money isn't everything. Number 7 is dress the part. And of course, this is what this channel is mainly concerned with. It doesn't have to be a suit, even though I mentioned a few times already in different videos that the psychology of suit and how other people perceive you. But it's mostly about what makes you feel great, what makes you feel like you can conquer the day, what makes you feel like you can face any situation and walk out victorious. Sometimes I don't even leave the house. I know I have work to do and I still get dressed. For me personally, like as soon as I wear a dress shirt, I just feel I'm ready for the day and I feel like I'm ready to tackle the tasks at hand. Just be mindful of that and treat fashion like an emotional armor, an emotional support system that's external, that helps you achieve your goals. Number 8 is never stop improving. Never think you're done. Never think you know everything. Never think you know everything another person knows. Keep an open mind, because everybody knows something that you don't. Everybody can teach you something, whether you think they're above you or below you in the status of the world, whether they're older or younger, more educated, or whatever it may be. It doesn't matter. Just keep an open mind and try and keep learning. When I was 15, 16, I heard this phrase, once you stop improving, you stop being good. And that really just struck a chord with me, because I think we need to learn to appreciate the process more and don't expect to be happy when we reach our goals, but find happiness within the process of getting to our goals. And now 2 big tweaks, number 9 and 10 in perception. I think one of them you're already pretty familiar with, which is fail on purpose and don't be afraid to fail, because it's just a lesson. There's this wonderful anecdote about a guy in a company who does a bad deal and like loses millions of dollars, and then the boss comes into the office as he's packing up his things, and the boss goes, "What are you doing?" And the employee goes, am I not fired? Like, I messed up. And the boss goes, "Are you crazy? I just paid millions of dollars for you to learn this lesson. You will never make this mistake again. If I hire somebody else, they might." So with that mindset, treat every failure you encounter in your life as a lesson. All the money and time that fades away is just the price of the lesson you learned, and make sure you know that lesson and you move forward in your life knowing what you've learned. Now lastly, number 10, my most important one out of all, is be yourself. It sounds much easier than it actually is, because I think all of us are always trying to be somebody else. We all have idols, we all need to like be this and that, but at the end of the day, nobody's you better than you. And once you learn to love and respect yourself for who you are and start embracing whatever makes you you, then you give other people the opportunity to love you and respect you as well, to see you as the full person that you are. And I know for me that's been the longest struggle of really embracing who I am on a daily basis, with all my flaws, with the things that make me me. And I encourage you guys, like, just go soul searching, find out who you really are, and let yourself be that person regardless of what anybody says. That's my 10 points. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I hope you guys could take something away from that. That's the result of me lying in bed for 2 weeks. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked the video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and let me know in the comments down below if you like this type of video. I would love to produce more psychology-oriented videos for you guys if you think you really get a kick out of those and something beneficial to your guys' lives. Thank you once again, and I'll see you soon with the next video. Until then, stay dapper.